Brothers, welcome to another edition of Territorial Views, where I, a territorial expert, review your gameplays and give you areas upon which you can improve. Today's video is brought to us by KDOT in a 22-player Scandinavia map. Now, I do love Scandinavia maps, especially low pop ones. It's a map that allows a lot of creativity, and especially in low pop games, you get a lot of everyone gets involved, and you can't really tell where the end game is going to go. So let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go into 2-speed for the time being. Now this is KDOT right here. He's just starting off, picked an amazing spot. So we kind of take a look at, we'll let everyone get a little bit bigger so we can identify them a little bit better. But when we're talking about good spots, this is kind of what we're wanting. A lot of open area around. I don't mind the bot condensation as long as he gets off to an early and fast infinite growth phase. Other good spots you got to look out for as a player, like this guy over here has got a lot of expansion phase right here. Players that start in this side of the map always fail, so you can typically count on knocking them down pretty quickly and getting help from someone in the south. The bottom right is a great spawn, but typically is very congested, so I do applaud KDOT in finding a good spawn right away. I think that's fantastic. Now, he does have to keep an eye out for Jordelia, who is over expanding. That should be a number one target. Great expansion right away, able to sneak through a bunch of those bots. Fantastic. Looks like we're keeping our numbers up here, attacking wisely into some bots for the most part. Obviously we're missing some, but everybody misses some bots in the moment. I miss them constantly, but he's keeping his troops up decently well. Yeah, we like to see that. How close is he? He's doing well. This guy had stopped expanding, which is why he went up on troops there for a little bit. But I like KDOT. Okay, full send right away. That's unfortunate. Can't do anything like that. That's just a wild card you got to deal with. But he had enough troops to handle it, so we love to see that. And he's getting attacked right away. So if you're getting attacked in this position, I love throwing out the peace sign in this one, is you try and throw out alliances and you just kind of hold out for as long as possible, because the more that this guy wants to commit to attacking you, you're basically even. And what is he on the leaderboard? He's 12th and you're 3rd. You can definitely absorb a number of these hits. Now, if everyone kind of dogpiles on you at this moment, your game's over. There wasn't a lot you could do. You can blame it on the full send early. It is a little bit unfortunate, but he does manage to knock off a piece there and is boating over. I like getting a little bit of a foothold here. This is a game with full sends, not to be active right here. You don't want to be fighting this guy. You just want to hold there in case there's a full send, and then you can charge right in. Love that move right there. Now, and someone else is attacking him. Interesting. I wonder if they're communicating to do that. Now, in this moment, all he needs to be doing is saving up to his red interest. He's right next to the crown. The crown is very dangerous in this moment, and you can definitely take advantage potentially of his aggressiveness in your favor, especially if he starts working down into Hindu. But he does the right thing in attacking player 479, a guy that he has the best borders with and can quickly knock down. I imagine he's also going to go over here next. There's some movement on the crown. You are joined in on that. That's a good move. Now, this is kind of one of those principles I like to talk about in Territorial is this a fight you have to do right now? The answer to this one is no, but the upside's pretty okay. Now, the counter to that is, what is this guy doing? He's attacking down south. Perfect. So as long as your biggest neighbor is doing something else, this move's fine. But if you're attacking into the crown in this moment while this guy's sitting around not doing anything, you can imagine that you're going to become a target pretty quickly. But as long as he's attacking somebody else, you're fine. You have help over here with this guy. I hope 618 joins in. Very good. Oh, and there's the full send in your favor. Great news on that one. Fantastic. Now we should be talking about, what do we want to do next? And do we need to do anything next is a great question. You have this target up here, sure, but you also got to be thinking about 618 is a big crown. Do you have any help taking down this crown? And the answer to that right now is not really. So I don't know if I'd be looking to knock off a player in this moment. You do go after the guy with empty land just to get a little bit of a foothold there, and he full sends the other guy. That's nice for you, and the crown, it has a delayed reaction, so great news for you. You're over 60,000. This is the dream scenario of where to be in. You can react to things fast. Snap does full send. That's actually pretty bad for you in this moment, and I know you know that because the crown is pretty unopposed. And you're really the only one. I mean, yellow's going to be able to come over here and help out a little bit and use charge right there. Okay. That guy full sends in the favor. Now, charging into the crown right now, it is a move you need to do for sure. But you have to have the big guys buy in order to do it. It's great that you're leading the charge right away, but by attacking right now, you're kind of de-incentivizing the yellow player from attacking because he's going to get cut off further and further, and you got to incentivize him to want to attack. So I would be prone to letting this guy lead the charge first, because as you see, if things just continued forwards, we'd have a line here where yellow would slowly more and more get cut off, and he knows that, so he might just be like, I'm going to go get this guy while you die, and then it doesn't give away your game, but it weakens your position in it. So, and he does start attacking you as yellow joining in. Yellow does fortunately join in. That's good news for you. Now in this moment, overwhelming forces, I would be tempted to just hold out and let this guy continue attacking until the crown switches targets. Typically it's good if both players are attacking, but since you have 3 players right here and you're getting attacked, to maximize your chances of winning, I would just straight up hold and not attack. And it looks like that is what he is doing. You would love to see TC jump in here at some point. You do have enough numbers to win this. Just love to see the crown fight somebody besides you. He's fighting yellow. That's green light for you to go into him, this guy, right away. You get free attacks. Absolutely should attack once a cycle. Looks like we're playing good disciplined ball right here. Love to see it. I would be signaling TC to join in, but sometimes players are just not very aggro. And I'd also be tempted to start boating in over here on this coast, just to make sure I'm not cutting off yellow. Again, you want to keep him incentivized to keep up this fight. You're getting absolutely hammered. Not a lot you can do in this scenario. This is a rough one for you. Oh, goodness. I mean, crown has changed. Now, how much has crown changed by? About 2,000 pixels. Now, this is kind of a good, interesting mark. Let's ignore these 2 players and say they don't exist because they're not very active right now. In a 3-way tie, when the crown changes, you really want to be looking for the crown difference to be about 30,000 to 40,000 pixels before you switch targets. And the reason for that being is you want to have this committed so that you'll be attacking one target for a while. You don't want to be involved in a situation where you're constantly flip-flopping who you're attacking, because then both players might get fed up with you and then just both agree to attack you and get you off the board and fight amongst themselves. But we'll see. He's in a bad spot right now. If he was a little bit bigger, he could peel off in this moment and start fighting TC, but he's fighting the crown a little bit early on that one. You got to remember, players play emotional, especially towards the end game. They'll get fatigued and they'll just play by their gut. But you are getting some land off this, which is great, and you're not losing land. Ooh, you are getting attacked by TC. A good move by TC, I will say. Oh, he's trying to fight with you. Oh, that's a great opportunity you didn't deserve, but you got lucky, and that's part of the game. And oh my gosh, 618 doesn't see it. Huge opportunity. So you definitely got, did the right thing, but got, punished for it. And that one is just kind of karma balancing itself out. So you're back in 3rd place strongly. I love to see this. Now the crown is 618 by about 40,000 pixels, so you can safely agree with this guy that we're going to attack 618 for quite some time. Get yourself nice and big. They're fighting each other, which is great. You can get that free land, and you're doing it. I don't know who's boating over here. Yeah, it's just a small player. I honestly wouldn't worry about it. Don't waste your time with someone who has less than 500,000 boating. But you're getting a good amount of land off this. Good. I love this grab of the island. I think that's you. No, that's Stalingrad. I would grab this island over here. Again, just playing for a little bit of borders. And now you're getting targeted, as is fair. You get pushed back a little bit, but there goes yellow. And this is just a battle of attrition. Yellow 618's winning by a good margin. He's got 40% of the land. And this guy has signaled that he is working with the crown. So you're almost at the danger point of losing the game, but you're pulling it back. Great disciplined attacks, attacking every cycle. Especially in this moment, you got to be disciplined in this. Otherwise, you could really give away the game to the crown. But it's getting a lot more even right now. And it's just kind of a, how do you play this one out? This is another mark. The crown has switched. I would continue attacking, or I would just not attack for a little bit until this gets a little bit more settled. I don't know about switching the crown quite yet. Let these guys figure it out for a second. More distinguished crown. Looks like you do hold off for that. Okay, looks like everyone's going to be building up to their red interest. Let's speed this part up a little bit. Yeah, everyone's building up to max. Everyone's at max. Ooh, what's... Okay, see... 618 gets a little bit impatient. You charge in. Maybe a little premature, but don't know about the communication that was happening here. And obviously, you don't want to leave 618 out to dry by not attacking, so I understand. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind. 618's deceptively more powerful than you would think in this moment, because again, he's got this guy on his team. I wouldn't be surprised to see this guy full send for him or attack with him, but I would not trust this guy. And even like worst case scenario, this guy's not working with him. It's an easy 4 million. That's a lot of land that he can grab. So 618's stronger than he appears. You got to keep that in mind. All right. So we're still on this battle path here. You've evened things up. You are second place now. Good. Switching to 618. Great move. Good discipline play. Hopefully yellow joins it. He's attacking yellow. These are all free attacks you're going to get. In fact, you're going to get the crown pretty quickly yourself, which is tough. I don't know what your communications with yellow have been recently. Hopefully they've been good and you've been active in kind of talking with this guy. But obviously, yeah, you attacked him. He's going to attack you. That's the way this one goes. I would stick to attacking one person only in this one because you need to really negotiate down a person, and you can't do that by attacking both, and he's only attacking 618, who is the stronger of the two. I like this move. It equalizes everyone on the board. Switching off yellow, I don't know about, because 618 is grabbing this land. He's stronger than he once appeared, right? So now we're back attacking 618. Good. You're the crown again. Will yellow turn on you? Yellow's going to turn on you. If he's not attacking this moment, he's going to turn on you. In fact, that's what happens. You have a nice troop advantage. I love sticking on 618 in this moment, but I don't. You're switching targets. I would not do that. I would keep sticking on 618. The reason why is even if this guy is offering a piece for the moment, he's offering a piece to build up his troops to then attack you. So keep your eye on the bigger threat in the moment. We have some good attacks going in here. It is kind of a battle of attrition. You might lose the crown here. We'll see how well this goes. 618 is still closer to being the crown and is now the crown. So hopefully you get a couple more attacks in and people go back to thinking of you as a small fry. You give the claps a good sportsmanship. I don't know if your position's over here, if that's just a ploy to get people to stop attacking you. Yellow has stopped, which means he's about to switch targets. Good news. Good news. Let's see how this one plays out. Now, if these two re-engage each other, I would sit this one out for a little bit. People are getting really aggro on attacking you. Still attacking you. You got to see. Okay, yellow's in there. Yeah, I would try and work with 618 to try and peace out with him and let these two fight it out. And you kind of be trying to position yourself for a full send. You see these islands over here. You can easily grab those. But let's see how this one goes. We have some big separation now, so we should be fighting yellow. Yeah, yellow's getting a big separation. Good. I love that hold there. Nice solidified one target attacking for a while. Let's see how this one goes. And see who's going to get angry. I mean, he's more angry at 618 than he is at you. He's still attacking 618, which means you just get more land. These are these stalemates that a lot of things depend on, but ultimately it's just mental fatigue. Who's going to get tired of this first? And you're playing smart, so which we love to see. Obviously, some things didn't go well for you at part of the game, but some things did go well for you at other parts of the game, so it's kind of evens out. He's really hammering on 618, trying to get him done quickly. This is a perfect position for you to win right now. 618 is probably really frustrated with this guy saying, you made me lose the game. I think he's going to commit to being your friend and let you win it. I think yellow overcommitted on attacking 618 just a little bit instead of changing targets on you and continuing the dance. And in fact, I think that's what's happening. 618 does attack you. Do not take your mark off the square. This guy's out of it at this point. You just fight this guy down. You win. You have 48%, 50%. Just completely ignore 618 in this moment. Just keep fighting yellow. No, yeah. So you don't ever want to switch your target. I understand he's way below his red interest, which is okay, but you want to fight the stronger of the two in this moment, just as 100% secure your victory. Reason being is that this guy's attacks are going to do a lot less damage than this guy's attacks. You have them on the back foot. No need to let off all the gas at this point. I understand wanting to get just a player off the board. At 45 to 50%, you can basically do whatever you want, but sound foundations are always best to practice. So you get away with a good victory here, and there's the full send give up. So a good victory there with some strong disciplined play. And you did a lot of great things perfectly at the end game. Switch target maybe a little bit. You played the emotional game well, kept up with your mental, fortitude, and stayed in it. So good job to you, K-Dot. Even when it looked like you lost, that's why you stick in games like this, because you end up winning a great game. Love to see it. All right, next game up is going to be provided by Thundernut. This is a 63-player teams battle here in North America. He sent me an image of where he started, which I appreciate, but I can just click on the name. He's over here right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at Blue's starting position. Rough. This is rough. This is what you don't want to see. You want your team to consolidate around a corner. This position would be a lot better if these three players either moved here, which is great. You have one player making a bid for Alaska. I don't think Alaska is where you want to be. I think this is where your opportunity is. And it involves moving as few of your teammates as possible. Now, you start here. I think that's a good position for your team. I would probably hold in this area, even though the team spawn is very weak. It looks like most of your teammates are going to die. You do go over to Alaska to help out with this guy. Not a bad move, considering that. But at the end of the day, without you being here, this team position went from bad to untenable. This position is lost. Everyone's in the middle. Your last kind of beacon of hope, which was you, moved over to Alaska. Now, in the moment, it could seem good, but you really can't afford to, as the timer's really ticking down in the last seconds, make those last minute decisions to abandon your team. You got to kind of stick with their bad decisions, unfortunately. But let's see how you get off to your start. Looks like you're doing pretty well over here. Now, in this moment, we got to be contending for bots and understanding which bots are up for grabs. So this bot you're grabbing, not a priority. I'd be pushing up north to make sure that I limit how big this guy can get. I want to be making sure to grab as much of this area. Hopefully, Corgi Help is pushing towards player 337. But as long as you get majority of Alaska, your position's really strong. I would not worry about pushing out right now while this is up for grabs. Excuse me. Now, ideally, your teammate would be doing a little bit better job of expanding in this moment. Looks like he's a little bit short on troops. And White has weirdly given up expanding in a lot of ways. So that kind of worked out for you. So that's all great. I would start pushing out immediately. Perfect. You ignore this bot. That's a trap bot. You'll get it later. Your teammate will. You push for the competitive land. Love to see it. Okay, so how is the rest of our team doing? Really poorly. Yeah, we got a lot of people who are going to die very quickly. And most of it's going to come from this magenta team, going to be pushing in from the side. But that's okay. We're going to let that one just kind of be. Oh, free land. Free land. Free land. We miss it. Okay. So that's a little bit of a question of where are we looking? A little bit of border awareness happens to everybody. But you always want to have like a little bit of an eye on what's going on, especially in team games. There's full sends that can happen. Now, in terms of your position, you're saving up to red interest. Now, in terms of the ideal targets you want to be going after, you have this guy up here who is absolutely a threat. I would want to prioritize him, but I want to see his white teammate engaged first. I honestly, in this moment, would probably still go after this guy. I was considering the black teammate over here, but I think you can safely ignore him for now, and you can knock down this guy pretty quickly. Hopefully, white doesn't turn in on you in this moment. Looks like you get a little bit of a pass. Is your teammate helping you? He is. A little bit heavy on the attacks. Want to make sure that we're keeping up on 10% attacks once a cycle. And especially when you're getting attacked by two people, the benefit is not so much that you really whittle down the person faster. Yes, you do. But the benefit mostly comes from that person giving up immediately because they're getting attacked by two people they're never going to win. Now, from this moment, this is a great opportunity to consolidate your borders and knock off this guy. You can keep an eye on the white player, but as you can see, he has a lot of people that he's keeping you from, especially this green team right here. I'd be wary about having this green team on the board while this guy still exists. You have great borders with him. I would send a boat right here and just continue to keep hitting him. And the reason I say this boat right here is if he full sends you, you have a better chance of grabbing more land. But you're building up to your red interest, which is good. This white player is engaged. Perfect. Great opportunity to strike up north. And you hopefully are getting donations. No, we're striking white. Never want to help out an enemy team who's going to want to fight you next. Although this guy's kind of down for the count. But even so, this guy's got 3 million. He's connected to his teammate down here. It might bode well for them, but I think you're a lot better off consolidating your borders. This player should now be your priority. You should attack him immediately. And we eat the full send. Unfortunate. I think he was going to full send regardless, this player, but I don't think you needed to get it. And now this guy's much stronger. You used a lot of troops somewhere in there, potentially trying to stop a full send. If you want to stop a full send, the best way to do it is just let it happen. You have a defensive modifier, and the more troops you have on hand to use that defensive modifier, the less damage it will do. So don't really try and fight against it unless it's the objective of speed, trying to get through this guy to get to somebody else. And now this guy's kind of out of reach. What is your teammate doing? Doesn't look like he's donating forward, and the rest of the team's gone over here. So a little bit of an awkward situation for us as to what we can do next. It looks like these two are engaged. I would try and signal this guy to get donations and be fighting in this moment. You don't accomplish a lot right now. It looks like he's trying to get over there, so you should definitely be striking him in this moment right here, right now. Even though your chances of winning are kind of diminished, I think you could get help from the green guy as well if you engage with this guy. He's got great borders on him as well, and potentially the magenta team. And we're playing boat defense. I wouldn't play boat defense. I would just immediately, I think the best defense here would just be hitting him. Your teammate's there. You should be striking him. Good. We get on that. How's the rest of the board looking? Very much out of hand, but the game doesn't mean it's over just because we're in a bad position right now. We immediately to full send. Very unlucky. That kind of sucks, but we had our moment to strike that guy a little bit earlier. At this point, the game is kind of out of reach for you, because you can't really fight this red guy because black's down here and you don't want borders with him. If you get lucky, you can get some land from green full sending or red full sending. Hopefully green goes first because you have better borders on that. We'll wait and see. If I'm playing right now, I think I'm playing full defense mode. I'm watching boats. I'm watching boats. That's all I care about in this moment, because your opportunity to win this game from fighting has gone downhill. You really kind of need to get lucky at this point. Now we're fighting this magenta guy over here, and you're getting help from green. Now the problem with doing this attack is who's got better borders with the magenta guy? It's green, right? So green's probably going to get a lot stronger off this. You're not going to get a lot. I would honestly try and work with the magenta team to potentially fight down green rather than working with green. Because again, you have the best borders. The player you have the best borders with is green. So he should be your primary target. And we're sending another boat in. Again, what are we really accomplishing, especially grabbing this island? If any islands you're going to commit to fighting the magenta guy, I'd be working my way towards Greenland, fighting for these islands up north. And now you're the primary target of the magenta guy. Very unfortunate. Green's positioning well for a full send. He's basically baiting you into grabbing that full send. He's taking a little bit of land, but mostly small islands ready for the full send. Grabbing this island, so if he full sends, it doesn't hurt that much. And you do get attacked by... No, German Empire. Okay, that's this guy. Never mind. I thought I saw movement down here. Yeah, so green is beating you towards Greenland, which is the only reason you should ever be fighting this guy. And this guy's immediately gone over here. That's on Corgi. Help to block that, but good job doing that. Looks like that's both from both of you. Good heads up play. Now, the important thing is to not get tunnel vision fighting this guy, even though it's kind of your fight kind of depends on it. You got to keep an eye on down south. We grabbed a lot of the islands. Okay. Who is that? That's nobody. Okay. We're on the island, but we're fighting in the smallest part of it. A little bit rough, but it's okay. Oh, and there's a boat. Yep. See, even I missed the boat, but that's kind of the more important thing. So it looks like your game is over. A very well placed boat from Fuse, even though I would fully expect him to fight this guy, because if this guy full sends him, he still gets all the land, right? This is a little bit of a surprising move from Fuse, because the only player he didn't have borders with was this green guy, and now he's going to have borders on everybody else. And I wouldn't be anticipating this move either from black, because it puts him in a worse position to win. And that's unfortunately going to be your game. So a couple small mistakes, nothing too drastic. Number one, probably would have stuck over here and committed with your teammates, because I think at that point they were relying on you. And number two, I would have attacked the player on the black team here first before attacking the white player, and banked on the fact that you probably would have gotten the full send, been the recipient of the full send from that white player. Let's go ahead. I think this game goes all the way in. Let's just see how it plays out. Black is in a very rough spot. He needs to definitely... Oh, these two are allied. What rare luck that is. He's fighting green, the second biggest threat on the board. And I think he's going to win it just from this alliance right here, which You hate to see, always play for first place, never settle for second. There was many opportunities for this guy to win, and he gets absolutely betrayed for his loyalty, which shows you what that gives you. And yeah, that's how that one goes. So a good game, few small mistakes can make an absolute difference in this one, but well played. A lot of good effort, just a few things didn't quite go your way. So that is going to do it for today on Territorial Replays. If you enjoyed it, hey, make sure to leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put out videos 6 days a week. But for now, boys, I will see you in the next one.